Yes.
All right, just so that you know, I put the stream live now.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so no swearing.
Thank you for that head up. Okay, so let's just very quickly recap where we were at. So at the end of the last session, there was a confrontation between two of the players. That confrontation was between Aaron and Arnold, if I remember correctly, while other people were in another room watching the dream get shattered, having met the wife of the main and the very now proven to be dead person you were looking for. You had the clay and metal cylinder. Aaron was about to strike it with a tire iron, if I remember. Yep. Was confronting him with the pistol. He swung.
He said, "Don't do it."
Arnold fired.
Yeah.
Injuring Aaron in the process.
Badly injuring Aaron.
But Aaron's blow still landed, shattering the cylinder and breaking the dream. And that is literally where we are at. I should also just flag, we know where the 4 cylinders are, because you got that information out of Spinarelli when you put into the pressure, as it were. And you know that the primary villains, if you will, are operating out of a disused theatre, or previously disused theatre, that they have purchased. Okay. Right. So the gunshot has gone off. 2 of you are in the other room. You hear the sound of a gunshot, and then you see all of the kind of illusory elements of the rooms kind of shatter like glass and disappear. And I should make the point that is significantly more than just the woman. There actually was quite a bit of that dream state in play. So a lot of the things that were on tables and on benches also disappear at the same time, leaving a much more sparse and spare accommodation, much more in accordance with what you'd expect a struggling artist's apartment to look like. So the illusion was more than just the woman.
Where's the nearest exit?
There's only one. Well, there's 2 exits. You're in the bedroom, so there's a fair chance you're near the fire escape.
I'm booking it out the fire escape.
Right, so you're legging it.
Yeah, and I'm also legging it after I shot. I probably run panicked after my shot.
Okay, so
I take my horn from my lips and look at Amadeus with a slightly puzzled expression.
I'm just very puzzled. I'm a bit shocked and very
We're
puzzled.
looking at each other with a very puzzled expression, but you're the clever one, Amadeus.
Am I?
Well, out of the 2 of us.
So let me just recap. Who shot?
You don't know. It was from the bedroom. You guys were in the other room.
I look
well,
at...
you know Aaron doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, okay. I sort of can put 1 and 1 together.
I'm sure they do know Aaron doesn't have a gun. There's been various
let's see what happened. So I'm going across to the bedroom.
Okay, so can I just pause a second? So Arnold, are you trying to get out the same fire escape as the man you just shot?
No, the other way. Other way.
So you're bolting through the door of the bedroom and running into the lounge room. So you 2 are about to go into the bedroom when the door slams open and Arnold, comes running out of the room.
I'm not
gun in his hand.
To go in. I see Arnold with a smoking gun, and I sigh because I kind of, nobody else seems to understand when you have to use a gun, you got to use a gun.
Yeah.
But I trust Arnold's opinion, particularly when he wouldn't let me use a gun last time that I really wanted to. So obviously the right plan. I'm just. Amadeus, are you going to go into the bedroom?
Yes, as soon as he's out of the way, I storm in there looking for
Okay,
Aaron
so
and thinking, oh dear,
as
what
you
happened?
get around him and into the bedroom, but only when you're in there do I ask him kind of calmly, "What happened, man?" And I start packing my horn away.
Yeah, I'm shaking, and I shot him. I can't believe I shot my friend. I shot Aaron. I don't know. I shot him, and I ran. I don't know. Can you tell me if he's in the room alive? Please tell me he's alive.
Amadeus, is Aaron dead in there?
I can't tell. I can't see him.
Okay, so Aaron, you have probably made it to the window for the sake
I literally would have dived through the window because basically, as far as I was concerned, Arnold was going to continue shooting me.
Right. Okay. So
I just wanted to get out there.
So do you think your character would have dived through the glass?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
I'm nearly dead. Do you know what I mean?
You guys have heard a shattering sound of glass.
Right.
You probably can I get a
This is going to be great.
I think it's going to be force.
Do I have to take a condition from my status now?
Yeah, I think that's legit. Yep. I think we can tick a mental condition if you choose.
Okay.
That would be lovely.
Force. So I've got 3 conditions. So
You do because you've been shot in the shoulder with
3.
a gun.
So that knocks my. Nope.
Okay. So you guys come into the room. I'm actually going to rule that Aaron is now broken. So
Yeah,
what's happened is Aaron is. I mean, the glass is shattered. There's no debate that the glass shatters. You weigh way more than the glass. It's simple mathematics. But as you've come through the glass, you've actually cut yourself.
Sounds legit.
Yep, because that's what actually happens when people dive through plate glass windows. They tend to get very badly lacerated. So you on the edge of, already falling unconscious, smash your way through the window and land on the landing, but you've now lacerated yourself quite badly in the process. And you're lying there sort of maybe with your feet still, poking through the window back into the room. Badly injured now. I mean, not that you weren't badly injured before, but even more significantly injured than before. The rest of you, so Amadeus, you see that Aaron is obviously, you can see blood dripping from his legs into the room. There's every suggestion that he's actually quite badly wounded.
Oh, well, try to get my doctor's kit out and drag him back in.
Drag him back in over that broken glass. Treat him on the back.
Maybe not. Okay, I'll shout.
I mean,
Anston, come
not that
help
I'm
me.
even in the room, so I have no idea what you're looking at.
I'll shout. Anston, we need your help here.
Is he okay?
Okay.
Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
I don't know. Arnold, go back to Queenie's. We'll meet you there.
So Aaron,
Probably
you have taken
the
an
gun,
ear
Arnold.
injury.
Ear injury. Okay.
You've taken a critical. It's an ear injury.
Yep.
It is not fatal. Good news.
Ooh.
You have impaired balance, close combat -1. It's a 32 on the critical table.
Okay.
And I think that's a pretty easy one to explain. Someone's just fired a revolver literally right next to your ear and punched a bullet through your shoulder. And if you've ever fired a revolver without headphones, they are not. They're not quiet.
No. Yep.
Okay, so yes, so you have taken a crit and are broken. Amadeus, would you like to apply some emergency medical care?
Do I need to move him first? Because then I would need help if I need to.
I don't think so. I think you can treat him to the point. I think you can treat him out on the balcony.
Yeah, I'll try that then. Character sheet.
I will having sent Arnold. I'm not really worried about whether he's going or not, but I've sent him to Queenie's.
Yeah.
And then I'm coming into the room to look at the situation.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do medically.
No,
but I'm
you
looking out
can
the window.
see. You probably, because you're looking around the room more generally, you do see the shattered kind of cylinder. So you can see that clay and metal kind of banded cylinder is now lying as broken. So they obviously found it. So one of the things is you were in the other room when they found it. Yeah. So you've actually now seen it. It's shattered like pottery shards on the ground. Okay, Amadeus, sorry. One success, which is enough to heal 3 conditions in one hit.
Wow. Better off than you started.
So I'm gonna leave myself as wounded then.
Yeah,
which seems
the most appropriate one. Yeah,
appropriate.
Yeah,
as I've got a gunshot in my shoulder,
but the impairment from the ear injury continues.
Yes,
just to be clear. Okay, so you're able to kind of patch him up reasonably significantly. That's probably going to take you more than one move, for want of a better language.
Yeah, take a few minutes at least.
Yeah,
I'm looking out the window while Amadeus is doing that. We saw all sorts of people on the stoop in a kind of drained condition.
Yeah.
And now that I'm understanding that the dream catcher, for want of a better word, is destroyed, is that having an immediate effect on the population outside?
Okay. So the general sense of the miasma of the place has gone. So that sense of, because everything was dull, right? So it wasn't just the people, it was everything about the space. So that has definitely gone because that component is immediately removed. But no, the people are still showing the signs of the draining. And without going into the mathematics of it, it drains their dreams. So they need to have dreams again before they recover. Right. So no, they are still very much.
There's a sense of something lifted off the area, but they're not all.
Yeah, the girl isn't suddenly skipping rope down the street, for want of better language, or playing hopscotch. No. So that is definitely not the case. What you do see, in addition to that, though, because, gun violence, it's 1920s America. Gun violence is an occurrence, but it's certainly not a given. Just to be pejorative, the gun laws in America in the 1920s are quite different to modern gun laws. They're actually much less permissive than they are currently. So you see people in the street starting to sort of, look at the building because someone's offloaded a pistol. And you can see that as well. Although that's much less so the population in the direct field of effect. That's more people outside of that field of effect.
Can I see the entrance to this building from this window?
No. You're on the side of the building. It's a fire escape. It goes down the side. So the front entrance is around the corner and out of visual range from where you're currently standing.
He shot me. He shot me.
He did. It's crazy.
He fucking shot me.
Luckily, he didn't kill you. Why did he shoot you?
He didn't want me to destroy the dream thing.
Well, you did the right thing anyway.
The thing that was perverting. You know what I mean? We've seen how evil this thing is.
Absolutely. Where did he go? Do you think he's gone to steal one of the other ones?
I don't know. I just wanted to get out of there. I didn't know if he was going to carry on shooting me.
Is he still around?
I sent him to Mrs. I don't know whether he's gone. Queenie's. I don't know whether he's gone.
No, is Anston still around?
Yeah.
I'm in the room behind you, looking out the window.
who's literally a meter or so behind you.
Oh dear! I
in
look
the
over my
ring.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We better get out of here. With gunshots, that somebody might call the police.
We need to get out of here. We need to get to the other cylinders. Anston.
Yes, we need to
Yeah,
get.
I'm
we
going
need
to open
basically
the
destroy those
sash
cylinders.
of this window so that
Yeah.
we don't drag Aaron in over the glass again. And I say it's better that you come out the main way.
Yeah,
Can you walk?
Yeah.
yeah. Whatever you did to my shoulder, you've got that bullet out, so I'm feeling a loads better.
Don't drive. Don't operate heavy machinery.
Nice. So, Arnold, what are you actually doing? So you've been sent to go to Queenie's.
Yeah, I'm going to the theater. I am very angry. I want to kill them all.
Okay, so you're storming off to the theater by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Can I just? This is entirely my failing. Did we bring the car here?
I think we
Or
did.
did
Yeah, I was doing.
No, we left the
No?
car because I nicked the I nicked the tire iron when we last drove the car. We walked here.
Okay, right, okay.
Okay.
So I think
So-
we left the car
we left it,
by the Italians, in the Italian section, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think we did. I can't remember. I just can't. Right, where should we go, Amadeus? Aaron, do we need to take Aaron to a hospital?
I think
No,
he's okay
I'm
for
all right.
now.
I don't think it'd be wise to go to the hospital anyway with a gunshot wound. That'll just
So
ask
Anston,
more.
I think. Sorry, so Anston, do you want to make an observation roll since you were the last person to see Arnold?
Since I was the last person to see Arnold, I will make an observation roll. And I have no conditions. Do I want to? Or I apparently am angry and hopeless. Am I still angry and hopeless? I guess I am. Am I? Yeah, I'll just be getting a bit frightened about what Arnold's state of mind is.
Right.
But I still didn't spot anything.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys come out onto the street.
Oh, can I just point of order, Chairman?
Yes, of
Um,
course.
I was playing some fabulous blues while the dream was still going on, realizing that I was in a dream. Do I
Sure.
get to roll inspiration for that?
Make an inspiration roll.
This scene where you were playing the trumpet, I can remember. I visualize it in my mind. Is the scene from the movie was Leonardo DiCaprio and Scorsese, the one in the mental asylum, Shutter Island, and everything is broken in his vision, and you are playing the trumpet, closing your eyes. Magnificent.
Cool. Yeah, that'll do.
That will do. And if you can inspire me as well, that would be useful.
Hold
I
on.
think you'd like to inspire anyone at this point.
It's clearing all of that.
Well, I
mean,
will give you. So don't forget to add bonus
Amadeus,
dice.
you will get inspired by this role. However, I do it because you were in the room when I was playing.
So
Oh, damn it, though!
right.
And I've got nothing to.
So I'll let you each heal one mental condition.
Excellent.
Okay, because it was I think so. So you guys come out onto the street. Yeah, I think that's actually right. So can I get a vigilance roll from the person with the currently best vigilance from the three of you? So that's Aaron, Amadeus, and Anston.
Vigilance.
I have 7, I think. No, 6.
I have nothing.
Let me have a look. 6. I would have 6.
Okay, well,
I'll let you go for it.
Right.
yeah.
Oh. 2 6s.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so you look right down the street, and because you didn't bring the car, Arnold is hurrying off, you know, in the distance. The thing is, he's hurrying off in the wrong direction.
Where's he
So
going?
if you were going to Queenie's, you'd be going up. He's going down town, I think is the right way to describe it. I don't know cities very well, but that's my understanding as a general statement. So heading towards the theatre away from Queenie's.
Anston, didn't you say he was going to Queenie's?
I said I told him to go to Queenie's.
Well, he's running
That's
the other
all
way.
I said. So I can see. Now you're pointing him out. Where's he heading, do you think?
Well, he's heading the way of the theatre, isn't it?
Right.
You
Isn't
think
Is
it?
he
he's going to
going
the theatre?
to? Is he going to the theatre, or is he going to steal?
Well, if
one
he's
of them?
going to the, well, if he was going to one of the things, they're that way. The nearest one's that way, basically. We know where the nearest one is because that's where we're planning to go next. It's sort of there. So if I think
But
if
the
he's
direction
going
he's
to
going
the
is
theatre,
roughly
we
there.
need to destroy these things before he gets there. So let's get a riddle on.
Or should we go and help him at the theatre or stop him?
Well, we could get, well, to be honest, screw him.
You are right, he shot you.
I don't care about him. I think we just need to destroy the things. Now, if you want to go there, go. I'm going to destroy the.
No, I think you're right.
dream
We need
things.
to tackle the
Now
cylinders first.
you've convinced me that these aren't good for us, for the wider us.
Yeah.
So I will go with you.
Okay, so you three are going to go now. It's up to you. Are you going to go as a group to each of the locations, or are you going to split up? Because they're sort of equidistant away from the temple, if you remember. So
Yeah.
they were on 4 cardinal points away from the temple.
Should we go to one each?
About half a kilometre apart.
Oh, good if there's no interference,
Okay.
but if there's only half a
given
mile,
that,
half a kilometre, we can stick
I know
together.
we're in Harlem right now, but given that 3 black men have just come out of a building where there was a shooting, maybe splitting up is a good idea.
You think?
Okay, so you go to that one. I'll go to this one. You go to that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go
Right.
to like northwest and south, and then we'll
Okay.
meet up in east.
Can I take a sculptor's hammer with me because I'm in a sculptor's workshop, right? Or flat. Hopefully, he's got something.
Ah, no, you were in an artist's flat, actually.
Sorry, same thing. Has it got a fire hook, something like that?
You don't paint with a hammer, man. I mean, I think that's a little
You
harsh.
haven't seen me in my art lessons.
Exactly. It's alternative art. Smash, smash.
I'm sure there's something like a
It's-
fire
it-
hook or
it-
something.
It's
Okay.
like from Spaced, the alternative artist from Spaced.
So the three of you are splitting up and going in different directions.
Never split the party.
To destroy the devices. So we'll just switch to Arnold for a second. So Arnold, you have stormed down the street. You are walking straight towards to the theatre. No one stops you, so you basically get there. So the theatre is old. It has not been repaired. There's a big sort of, the signage that would normally have whatever play is currently being shown, or whatever show is currently on, just says closed in big red letters. That kind of classic 1920s, 1930s sort of scene with the backlit signage and the red letters on it. No backlit, but the letters are still there, just closed. It's shuttered, so the building itself is closed up, but you can see there's a door off to one side, so on the side of the building that is not currently bolted. Can I get you to make a vigilance roll for me, please, as you approach the temple?
Sure. No successes.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's what you got.
Before I enter the theater, I want to siphon some gas, maybe, or I want to burn the theater down. So
Right. Okay. So you need to steal gas from a car. So funny story. The vigilance role was to notice a car, so you can now go and find a car, which is almost the same thing. So there are some very nice looking vehicles parked in front of the building. Modern, latest model Fords or even Chevrolets or something like that. So some very well-heeled people have been parking their cars here. There are, however, drivers in those vehicles. So
how many cars approximately?
4.
Of course. Okay, probably I want to get the more stealthiest route, but I want some gas. I want to burn this whole thing down.
Well, you can go elsewhere to get gas, but it will mean you go elsewhere.
Yeah, maybe. Didn't we find dynamites and it already exploded already? It exploded already. Yeah. What time of day are we now?
It was afternoon when you went, I think, to the apartment. So you're actually getting on to evening now. Matter of fact,
so
it's
at night.
Yeah. So there's.
Yeah, I will try.
So the guy, actually, the drivers are probably sort of standing outside the cars, doing the classic thing that people do when they've had to stand around for ages. So they're all passing each other cigarettes outside the cars in a sort of cluster. All of them are white, which is reasonably unusual, obviously. But they are very well, they're dressed in kind of, driver uniforms with little caps and the buttoned up kind of suits.
Okay, maybe I want to get some gas, but not from these cars, probably.
Okay, so you're going to move down the street to find a more suitable target.
Yeah.
Okay, make another vigilance roll for me, please.
Sure, it's not getting... One success, yeah.
Yeah. So you find a car literally, 20 or 30 meters down the street. So it's out of easy visual range. It's not like a lit street, like there's not lots of lighting because it's a bit of a rundown area of town. And yeah, what are you going to siphon the fuel into?
I want to search any containers maybe in the compartment of the car.
Okay, so you're breaking into the car as well.
I already shot someone, so
sure.
Quite often don't
I shot people.
Don't they have they got like jerry cans? They got like the petrol cans basically sometimes in the running boards, don't they? In 1920s cars.
Can I get a stealth roll, please?
Okay, stealth.
Because you're breaking into the car now.
I just see you ripping off the whole petrol tank and carrying it away.
Just lifting it out of the side of the car.
Okay, there's precision.
You need to clear your dice.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so you smash the window to get to the container inside, which is probably some old milk, like those glass milk containers, like they would take to get filled. You hear, did you hear that, mate? From down the street, where the 4 guys are sort of standing, and they go, "Oh, Jesus, crims," and start to look around.
So these white guys are Australian, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not doing an American accent. It'll be a disaster. So, and I feel that my intention is to share a sense of class of the people rather than be worried about their nationality. So they, you can hear them sort of, oh, are you going to check that out or am I going to check that out conversation going on. Meanwhile, you're busy siphoning fuel. Okay, so the rest of you are making your way in diverse means to the three locations, sorry. So can I get each of you to make the following rolls in order, please? Can I get each of you to make a stealth roll, followed by a vigilance roll?
Stealth.
Right.
Vigilance. I'm
Stealth
still
is not
wounded, so I
gonna
have
be
to
good.
take one away. Stealth.
Okay, I made a stealth with 2.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Got 1 dice on that.
Hey, I got 1 stealth.
Okay.
And vigilance.
And then could I get a vigilance roll from all 3 of you as well?
I do
2.
not spot anything.
3 successes.
Okay, so Anston, you are in the building, desperately trying to find this where they've hidden this cylinder, and having great difficulty finding it. Which is not to say you won't find it, but you are finding it very difficult to find. Amadeus,
Yes.
2 thumbs up, buddy. 2 thumbs up. So you find it hidden in the boiler, around the boiler. Sorry, not in the boiler. At the bottom, at the basement of the building. So the boiler that's used to heat the building in its totality in the basement, and can choose to shatter it if you so desire.
Absolutely. I'll shut it to
Aaron.
pieces.
Aaron. So you're on your way to the building when some gentlemen you see them coming, police in a police car, cruising the streets. They're obviously looking for people. You see them sort of approaching you slowly. It's quite dark now, and they're flashing their lights at you as they approach you.
I'll see if I can just, typical. I just want to avoid them because they're police. They're just going to harass me irrespective. Yes, I'm doing bad shit, but which compounds the matter. I'm going to just basically take a left into an alley and try to lose them.
Okay.
Not going to happen.
Can I get you to make another? Oh, no, you're not very good at it at the moment, but there it is. Stealth roll, please.
Okay, so quickly before I do that, quickly have a little look over me. Do I look like have I got a lot of blood, or has it been patched up? Does it look obvious that I've basically got a wound?
Yes.
Okay. Which is going to be really difficult to, so I have to do that.
And to be upfront, it's actually not so much the bullet wound; it's actually the damage from the glass.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the fact that you've got scratches and cuts all over your face and upper body. The bullet wound is hidden under a jacket, but actually,
right.
You look like you've dived through a glass window.
Okay, so just having a quick think.
Yeah.
Is the way I'm going look possibly towards the hospital, or am I going in a completely separate way?
Oh, I'm going to roll literally a dice.
Okay. Yeah.
The closer to 1,
Yeah.
the better. Yeah.
1. Okay. All right.
No,
I'm
it's
going to
not
carry on
fantastic.
walking. I know that I've got no chance of hiding myself.
Right.
I am absolutely awful. I'm just too big. I'm lumbering basically, so I'm just going to
Okay, so
continue
they've
walking
flashed
and
they've
hopefully my
flashed their
silver
lights at
tongue.
you, and then they are
I'll
slowing
sort
down.
of I'll sort of you know sort of wave in a sort of friendly manner.
Yeah, well, they pull
Good
over.
evening, good evening, officers. How can I help?
These two big, beefy white guys get
Mhm.
out of the thing. They're wearing sort of New York police uniforms. They look at you hard for a second, and
I'll look tight. I'll obviously I won't be putting on the fact that I'm knackered.
here, a man. Excuse me, oi, you. Actually, not excuse me. Oi, you.
Yes.
What are you doing on the street?
I'm trying to make my way to the hospital. I might have got a bit turned around. I got a bit banged up.
Bit banged up. What happened, mate? Your wife chuck you out or something? Been on the terps?
Yeah, she basically threw a bottle at me.
Oh, I see. Well, we've been looking for a couple of fellas. You might be like one of them, right? You look a little bit like
What?
them.
Like who?
Yeah. There's a couple of fellas doing the rounds.
What fellas? I don't know. What seems to be the problem? What you?
All right. Can I get
I
you to make a manipulation roll, please?
which I'm not bad at.
Good.
I hope. No, I'm pretty bad at it.
You're pretty bad at it. As it turns out,
I can do a re-roll and take a condition, can't I?
you can.
So I'm going to be frightened because I don't want to go. I don't want to go to jail. So come on, you can do it. Nope, I'm going to jail.
No, mate. Look. Yeah. All right. You against the car. And they pull out their. They're pulling out their, batons.
Okay, I'll sort of hold my hands up and put my hands on the car. There's not really much I can do. There's no way I'm going to be able to fight two police officers.
All right. They check you for weapons, that sort of thing. As soon as they do that, it's pretty apparent you've got bandaging all over one shoulder, where you've been shot. About 1 second after they realise you've been shot, you're in handcuffs and in the back seat of the vehicle. And they're, obviously, we'll take you down. We'll take you down to the station, and you better tell us everything we need to know, or you know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, that's where we leave Aaron driving off to the police station. Amadeus, are you shattering the tube?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, Arnold, back to you. You have now siphoned fuel into the containers, but the 4 guys who were standing in front of the vehicles are looking around quite avidly in your direction, having heard the smashed glass.
Yeah.
In the whole, smashed glass has not been your friend today. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Maybe I want to just douse a little of the gas that I got inside the car. I want to pull the handbrakes and push it towards them, and light it on fire and push it toward them. I want to create a distraction in front of the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he's not thinking clearly now.
He's not thinking clearly. So you go in, you pull the handbrake down, and then you push the car in their direction and set it on fire while dousing it in fuel.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I get a force roll? I think I will be asking for.
Yeah, I'm good at force. I get one success.
Okay. Yep. All right. You're pushing the vehicle in their general direction. It's on fire. They're what the hell, man? They're all sort of. What do we? As a distraction, it works pretty well. They. What do they do? I can't really. I think they jump in the cars, right? So they're moving. They jump into the cars to move them out of the way of this now rolling on fire vehicle. Because their first inclination is to protect the vehicles. So they jump into the cars and start them up. So while they're starting them up and moving them out of the way, what do you want to do?
Probably the backstage, maybe the.
So you're going to go around the side entrance and into the backstage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the actor's entrance or the staff entrance, maybe.
All right. So they're moving the cars, and then we'll worry about what they do after they've moved the cars in a second. You scoot down the side of the building, open up the entrance. Are you trying in any way to be subtle about opening that door?
Let's say yes for the first time, and after that he will go berserk.
Okay. Infiltration. Sorry, not infiltration. Sorry, wrong game system. Stealth, please.
Yeah, not good at stealth, but I got one success.
Turns out you're not terrible at it. Okay, so you carefully open the door. You can hear chanting from inside after you've opened the door. So there's chanting coming from inside the building.
Okay, maybe I will move quietly toward the shunt noise.
All right, so you enter you're in through the back entrance. So you're coming through the sort of change rooms area where all the people change. It's all dark and not lit. There's no sign of anyone in this space. You come up the stairs onto the main theater, and there's the drapes are down, right? So you're in the back of the drapes. You poke through the drapes, and you can see there are. I better make sure I get the number right so that I don't stuff it up. Before it fell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There are 5 people. 4 of them in sort of supplicant kind of poses. So sort of doing they're on their knees, but chanting. And a 5th guy wearing more elaborate robes than they are, holding, holding an anathema, which is a knife. It's a ritual knife.
Sacrificial knife.
Yeah, in his hand. And they. Oh, sorry, no, it's only 4 of them. My apology. Oh no.
Okay.
No, 5. No, it is 5.
Yep.
5. It's 5. It's 5. Count the numbers.
Yeah, the more the better for me. The less the better. I mean,
the less the better. Yeah, I can see that. No, it is 5. Cool. So there's one guy in better robes than the other 4. He's standing there. No, there's 5. So there's the other 4 and him.
Okay.
They are all sort of chanting away. He's standing, holding this knife, leading the ritual. You can see that in the process of this ritual, what is happening, and if you watch it for more than a second, you note that the various elements of the theatre are like, it's the reverse of what you saw when you saw the Shattered Dream. So it's almost like pieces of glass being put into place. So various bits of the theatre look better than others, right? So it's like they're constructing something, and they're improving it as they go. Although what you see in those panes of dream, if you will, is kind of these hedonistic scenes, right? Like different, but at the same time, all with a very common theme of, you know, sort of licentiousness and like, so alcohol, sex, and drugs, right? So
Eyes wide shut, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, so they are. So as the glass panes come into place, you can see them forming in 4 different directions, and each of those has a slightly different theme, but basically the same story behind the glass.
Okay. I want to check if there is any armed guard guarding him.
Thomas, when you're saying 4 different directions, are they related to the 4 things? And is the one that Amadeus has destroyed changing that section of the theatre?
It's about to. So
Spoilers.
spoilers. So there are no guards, but so the guys have moved their cars. You can hear the front entrance and sort of people sort of charging into the space. Now they're right at the front of the theatre, so they're coming in through the front entrance, and then they're going to run down. You can see there's a double layer kind of theatre scene. So there's the upper layer, and then there's the ground layer, and there's those runnels going towards the back. And so what's going to happen is they're going to come running down that main sort of throwaway through the middle and down towards the stage itself.
Okay. Okay. So the main guy is is on my back, right? He's giving me his back.
I think you've come out to the side. Oh.
Lost Dido.
Just okay, so Amadeus, you've shattered. It's beautiful, beautiful timing. You've shattered the thing. That has changed. What do you want to do? Do you want to go to the next one?
Yeah. I tossed a coin earlier to see where I would go because we didn't discuss it, and it came out that I would go to the place that Aaron was going to.
I said we'd go north, northwest, south, and then meet up at east.
I wasn't paying attention to that bit.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go to Aaron's place basically.
Okay.
Oh, but aren't you going to go to the one no one was going to?
If I heard it, yes.
You're muted.
To be honest, as a player, I didn't pick up on it.
Matt,
So
you're on mute.
You're mute. You're on mute.
let me just check. Let's say there's a 50% chance, no, 75 that I go to the right place. You never know, there might be a chance. Yeah, okay, I'll go to the place east, was it? That I was supposed to go to.
East, yeah. All right, so you're going to the east. Anston, can you make another vigilance roll for me, please?
No. No, I can't. Have you seen my vigilance?
I have not.
It's 3 dice.
Shouldn't it be investigation? Or
But actually, it should be investigation,
Oh,
which is 3
fair
dice.
point. Okay, fair point. Investigation, sure.
Ah,
Quick
but
roll.
investigation works so much better than vigilance.
Investigation spits on vigilance as the lesser cousin of, observation. So yes, you find the tube once again hidden in the basement of the building, in the sort of boiler area.
Right, now I have no tool with which to smash it, but can I? There's a boiler here.
There is a
Can
boiler
I
here.
smash it against the steel
You can.
cast iron thing?
They're not particularly tough, so you can.
I don't
like-
need to make a force roll or anything.
No. You can just.
Really?
It's pottery basically. So it shatters. Okay, so Arnold, as you are contemplating, sorry, I was answering your question. You've actually come out on one side of him. So you're not behind him. You're coming up through those side stage So you know how so stages usually you come up on the sides. So you've come out on one side of him, so you can see him side on.
Okay, so maybe I have an opportunity on him to jump him if I want to jump him from behind.
You can run across the stage at him. It's a good solid couple of meters, but what do you want to do?
Let me think this a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I will jump the chief priest or whatever the name is.
So you jump across. So you sprint across you spring out from the drapes and race across the open space. Can I get a? I think it's going to be move, isn't it? Is it move in this game? No, it is not. It is actually still, I'm pretty sure, force if you're just
Agility.
Well, no, if it's running at full speed, as in just sprinting, I'm going to say it's force. So force roll, please, to see how you go.
Yeah, I got one success.
Okay. You sprint across the open space. To get an actual drop on him, you need to make a stealth roll. He is in mid-chance, so I'm not giving him much chance, but he's got a sum.
I want to push it.
Yeah.
Uh, 1d6, yeah, and I will take a condition. But sorry, I roll. I want to roll them again. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not Coriolis, man. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you only roll one dice, right?
You roll. No, you push. You roll all of them again. You take a condition.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I will roll it. I don't roll one dice. Okay, sorry about that. I got confused about the systems. Yeah, I got one success.
Okay,
and,
okay. So he's chanting. They're all busy chanting. As you sprint across, they're distracted because what direction did you take, Amadeus?
East.
Originally?
Decided on east in the end, yeah. The one where nobody else was
the
heading.
first one. Where were you going first?
South.
South. Okay. So south
thank
then
you.
east. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll just, for the sake of this discussion, assert that south is the, off the stage and towards the front of the building. So all of that glass, all of those forming dreams, splinter and shatter just as you sprint across the open space, creating the perfect distraction for Arnold to make his way across and grapple with this guy. Now, when you say you're trying to get the drop on him, I do need to understand, are you grappling with him or are you putting the gun to him? You have so many options at the moment.
Yeah, I was just maybe give him a choke and point the gun on his head.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to make a close combat roll. Yeah, a close combat roll. Oh, it's actually force. It's force for hand-to-hand in this game. So yeah, force, please.
Gosh, you're forceful.
Yeah, two success.
Okay, so yes, you've got him. You've wrapped your arm around his throat because you got the drop on him and he was distracted by the shattering dream. And you've placed the gun against his head. And he suddenly stops chanting and he's got this knife in one hand, but he drops his arm. He actually looks quite terrified. He does not look, like this is a common occurrence for him. There's a black man holding a gun to his head. Tends to focus the attention, to quote a somewhat famous movie. So what do? You've got him.
Okay, drop your knife.
The other four guys look up in horror.
If anybody moves, I put a bullet in his head. And I'm serious. Drop your knife.
He drops the knife. You see now the four drivers have kind of appeared within your visual range now. They've come running down the center concourse through the chairs. They are looking at you in horror. You've got the gun to this guy's head. Two of them have got guns out, so two of the drivers have pulled firearms by this point, and are caught sort of clearly not sure what to do, right? Like, it's like, what do we do now? The guy looks at you for a moment and says, what do you want?
You're actually stealing our dreams. You've pushed us far, far away from long time, and now we are even stealing the only thing that we have. You're stealing our dreams. Why? Why? You have all the things that you need. You have power, you have money, you have all sorts of things that you want. And you want to steal the poor people's dreams?
So when you give this speech, he smirks at you while you give it, and then in a very kind of dismissive sounding voice goes, what are you people for if not for that? I mean, it's not like you matter. I mean, you're just, it's nothing personal, but I mean, what do you want us to do?
Arnold. Shoot him.
Uh,
Shoot him in the mouth, Arnold.
So as he says that, you see one of the guys is muttering something and moving his hands. He's not pulling a gun. He's not doing anything else, but he is definitely doing something.
Don't move.
The guy who's muttering smiles at you and says, well, then it'll be shared between four of us, not five, and unleashes something at you in the process of saying that. You have one action before it lands. What do you do with that action?
Shoot the first guy in the mouth, Arnold.
Yeah, or probably. Okay, so one is throwing something toward me, or just gesturing something toward me, or
He's gesturing.
Back out of the way.
Yeah, I'll probably move away and dragging the guy away.
Auto
and,
parry.
And just maybe do a body shield, but in the same time, I try to put my gun in my pocket and I want to light the petrol bottle and throw it to the four people down in the middle.
Okay, so let's be really clear. You can't light a petrol bottle while holding a man in one arm and putting a gun to his head.
Okay, so I will push him and I will throw the
fuel.
petrol bottle. Yeah.
Okay.
In the center.
All right. So you shove him in the direction.
Yeah.
Is that the right move?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're shoving him in the direction of the people who've been chanting.
Yeah.
Away from you, and then you are grabbing the bottle of petrol and smashing it onto the stage amongst them.
Yeah, and afterwards, on my next move, I will light it on fire.
Okay, can I get you please to make a
force first?
I think it is force actually. I don't think there's another stat that you can use for this. Okay, actually, can you make an agility roll for me first, please?
Sure.
You are going to have to make a force roll as well, though.
2 successes.
Okay, so you shove him directly into the path of whatever this guy is doing who's on the ground, right? So as you shove him away, he stumbles into the path of the guy who was gesturing and whispering sweet nothings. You see the guy open his mouth, and it opens wider than a human mouth should be able to open, right? Like it's like a snake unlocking its jaw, and you see the mouth kind of open up to sort of almost, like that. And this is the guy on the ground, to be clear. And out of his mouth come this rushing swarm of black, fetid, stinking flies, right? You smell this smell of carrion on the wind as his mouth opens wide and all of these black, fetid flies move towards you in this great swarm. As they do so, a number of them hit the guy you've shoved into the path of the flies, and you see them sort of writhing around him and trying to dig their way up through his nose and his ears and his mouth, and he's like screaming as this goes on. Unfortunately for you, that is not all of the flies. Can I get a force roll from you, please?
Sure.
As you attempt to sort of resist this effect.
Yeah, 1 success.
Okay, you take a physical condition as the flies are digging into your face and your eyes. Like anything that's exposed, right?
Yeah.
They're digging in. And you can feel them crawling all over you at the same time.
Yeah, I got exhausted. Yeah, maybe I'll take 1. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you are now covered in these horrific, and now I can't really describe it because my kids just walked into the room, which limits my expressive language.
Oh, horrific cat. No, it's a dog.
Yeah, saved by the
And the
dog.
dog.
Saved by the dog.
Saved by the cute dog.
Saved by the cute dog. All right. Go get ready. Okay. So now back to that scene. The flies are digging their way into your eyes and your ears, and you can just feel them, and you can smell carrion on the wind, right? That rotting, horrible smell. So at the same time, can you also take a fear check for me, please? And that is your choice of empathy or logic. And please tell me what you roll.
We'll take both are 3, so yeah. 1 success.
You only take 1 mental condition.
Okay. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so
I'm frightened.
you are frightened. Okay, so as he
Angry and frightened because I have a condition earlier of being angry, so I have 2 mental.
all right, so
conditions.
you've now hurled this container of fuel, these milk bottles that you had filled with fuel, onto the stage, and it's smashed, splashing, fuel everywhere. You're covered in these flies. The guy who you shoved in the way of the flies is now somehow, like, he's absorbing them. Like, so as you look, you can see that the flies are sort of being swallowed by him somehow. It's not like he's eating them, but they're disappearing into his skin. And he's looking dagger eyes at the guys cast the spell. Like, that's not going to end well sometime in the near future. You have the flies have not gone anywhere, and you see that the other three guys, so not Mr. I'm covered in flies, nor Mr. I'm spewing out flies, are now also standing up and starting to, wave their fingers and chant at you at the same time. What do you do?
I will throw my lighter and try to run away.
Okay. So you click the lighter and hurl it onto the gasoline that you've siphoned. Can I get a agility roll, please?
Agility once more. Okay.
Certainly cinematic.
2 successes.
Oh, got that. Got that. All right, you hurl the lighter onto the stage, and the gasoline that you've thrown onto the stage catches alight. it's almost like, you know, the Orishas are with you, right? Like there's other forces helping you here, clearly.
Yeah.
Reclaiming the dreams of Harlem. At that point, you see one of the four. So 3 others were chanting. One of those was chanting and having no particular effect. As the other 2 are chanting, you see one of them falter as the dream, the glass panes that were appearing behind them, behind that individual, shatter as well. So you see them losing sort of concentration and focus as they look behind them and go, "What's happening? You know, someone's doing something. This guy's a distraction, right?"
Well planned.
And yeah, that's right. It's super well planned. But the last guy who, so the one guy who has not done anything yet makes a slashing motion with his hand, like he's wielding a sword or a razor with his hand, and you see these pale green light slash out from his hand. Can you so you can make an agility roll for me, please.
Okay.
Don't forget to put the condition up. Doesn't matter. Okay.
They are put. Okay, so I have to. Okay, it's not automatically done.
No,
okay, so...
no. Sorry, the sheets aren't that smart. But that doesn't matter. You didn't make the roll anyway, so it's a bit irrelevant. All right, you take another 2 conditions from that blow.
Yeah, I'm wounded, and I'm exhausted better than wounded.
Yeah. As this green, pale, slashing light sort of hits you in the side and carves into you like a knife blade. The flies have not gone away, by the way. You can still feel them crawling all over you. And can you make one more force roll for me, please?
Force. Okay, so I remove 3 dice from it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so force. How to remove?
Have you got 3 physical conditions?
Yeah.
He's close to the edge there.
So how to remove from the?
You click underneath the.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, 3. Nope.
You can do it. You can do it. Oh.
Okay, your last. You see, you lose sight as you see the black swarms of the eyes cover your eyes, right? Like you can see thousands of little, flies kind of crawling over your eyes. You feel them digging into your flesh, and that's your last kind of particular memory. But you do hear, as you collapse onto the ground, shouting and screaming around you as the robes of the ritualists catch fire from the fuel. And that is your last memory, Arnold, as you collapse to the ground.
Yep.
Did you say Pyrrhic?
Yes.
It's not. It may not be Pyrrhic, actually. Would Arnold be willing to die? It's more, the question of, are you guarding the bridge? So, Arnold, you collapse on the ground. Amadeus and Anston, you have destroyed 3 of 2. Yeah.
Has Amadeus destroyed the 3rd one?
No, only one.
Well, Amadeus is going to the 3rd one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of police on the street now, Amadeus.
I'm just walking around with my doctor's bag, trying to look like a doctor on business.
Yeah, it's not a bad cover, actually. I'll give you bonus 2 dice. Can you make a stealth roll?
Stealth. Oh, it's not my best, but have I got any? I'm still wounded, so I need to click one away. Stealth is precision, isn't it?
No. I don't think the condition affects it. I know technically it does, but let's just go without it. Yeah.
Fine. 2 extra.
Yeah.
Now I got a chance. No, I don't.
You could take a condition.
You can take, yeah.
You
I
could
could
take-
rely on my cover.
Yeah, you could. So, same story as Aaron. So, cops in a car pull up. Hey, Doc, where are you going?
I'm just making some house calls. Yeah, I'm gonna say the name of the place I'm going to, the apartment building.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, Mrs. Johnston has called me. Her little girl is feeling a bit poorly.
Can you make a manipulation roll for me, please?
Manipulate.
Yeah, but I will give you a bonus dice because, yes, it is a believable story. You have got your doctor's bag and you know what you're doing.
I've got one success. That's all I need, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
A lot of dice.
It's a lot of dice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, look, keep your eye out, Doctor. We've caught some guys been doing some terrible stuff, like shooting places up, burning buildings down.
No, that's
one of
terrible.
your couple of guys from your community, actually. We're just trying to keep the peace, as you know. Anyway, luckily we caught one of them, but we're looking for the other three.
Well, good luck, officer.
Yeah,
And I just wonder who they caught. It's like,
they drive off. So you're making your way to the building. Anston,
Right.
you've shattered the thing. What are you doing?
Okay. Now, as I leave this building, am I already noticing more police on the streets than I like?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm
And
frightened
unfortunately,
already.
you don't look like a doctor.
I'm frightened already. Yeah.
going to a gig.
So in this building that I'm at,
Yeah.
is there anywhere that I can hide the gun and the flick knife that have been my both my defense and also the things that will get me arrested or get
You
me
are
killed
literally
if
in
I'm
a
arrested?
boiler room.
Oh no, I've come up to the end.
Oh, right. You've come up to the entrance. No, good point.
Yeah.
Well, there are actually those postal boxes.
Oh. Yeah.
Wipe it down.
Okay. Sorry.
Wipe it down.
Lick it off.
Hold
So
on.
there's a whole array of postal boxes at the front entrance, right, where the
Yeah.
postman drops the mail.
I hear Obi-Wan Worth say, "Wipe it down, Luke." But no, but I think I had already mentioned last time that I definitely cleaned my weapons, so I will do it again.
Yeah.
And although I'm frightened and hopeless and really reluctant to lose my flick knife, I think given the activity on the streets and what we have done, I'm going to post those in a couple of post boxes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to carry my horn, obviously,
Right.
and stride across to where I'm meant to be going, which I think is east.
Yeah.
We
So
meet
you
at
and
east once
Amadeus
we're all
should
done
be
the job.
heading in the same direction, if I've got that right.
Yeah, so Amadeus, yeah, because we don't know that Aaron's failed.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yes. You'll
so-
work out as soon as you meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I get a stealth roll, please?
I thought you'd ask that. Stealth roll
I'm not giving
coming
you
up.
any bonus dice.
No, because I haven't got a cover.
That's right.
My
My cover
cover
is
jazz
I'm
musician.
a slightly dubious musician. Doesn't really give you extra bonus dice.
I mean, this is just not getting me shot on the street as soon as they pull a gun out of me.
Yeah.
Is my plan. Oh God, stealth. There we go. Right, roll.
Go on.
No conditions. Yes.
Okay. Unlike everyone else, you know how to use alleyways to traverse the city, apparently. So you scurry like a rat being sought by cats through the city's byways and backways.
Only crossing the main streets after the Squad car's gone past.
That's right, that sort of thing. And you're not the only one. Like, there's a lot of police on the street, and a lot of African American people are choosing not to walk down the main road at this point. So you both kind of rock up at approximately the same time. I think Amadeus beats you by a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
I think if I'm being sneaky, and I started after him.
Yeah.
And
so you probably rock up when Amadeus is searching the boiler area. They're not particularly inventive, these guys. Once you've
consistent.
Once you've got an answer to a question, don't go looking for a more complex answer in the future. So they are, so you can find it. I'm not going to ask you to roll this time. You've both got experience in finding the nooks and crannies that they hide them in.
And they're in boiler rooms. This is what we've learned. This is
exactly what you've learned. Is boiler rooms are a very popular location. So, you both rock up. It's just the two of you.
Ah, it's you. The police spoke to me and said they had arrested somebody. Don't know whether it was one of us.
And you thought it was me, right? Typical.
Well, but it looks like it was Aaron. Might have been Aaron. We better check that he completed his mission.
So that means he hasn't done the west.
Oh, we don't know. He might have been caught afterwards.
I did north.
That means he hasn't done north.
He hasn't done his place.
Go north.
So we better go and check it out.
There's
All
a lot
right.
of police on the streets. Come with me. We'll go in the alleyways.
We can try.
All right. So I'll let you roll a stealth roll with a bonus dice. I'm assuming Amadeus is keeping his eyes peeled as you try and cross various roads.
Yeah, I think you're probably better at stealth than I am.
Definitely.
So you can get
Not that good, though.
Did you want to push it?
I reckon this is time for me to get angry with this.
Yeah.
Which is my last condition. Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're definitely sounding angry now.
All right, you guys are like looking out, and then you scurry across the road, and that seems really good. You scurry into an alleyway, and you see a pair of cops in the alleyway going, obviously having realized that people were aware of their presence. And they're sort of like coming into the alleyway from the other end to you. They're on foot now. They see you and they go, hey, you two.
Does it happen to be the same officers as before?
So a 1 is a yes, and a 6 is it's the guy that you failed to help when he was injured with bullets because you were helping the African American. How does that sound?
What?
I think it's fair.
I don't remember that.
And it's a 2. It's someone you know who doesn't hate you. But it's not the two guys you saw before.
All right.
Actually, I'll tell you what. It's an African American policeman.
Somebody from Harlem.
Someone from Harlem.
Somebody who might know me as a pillar of the community.
Someone who does know you as a pillar of the community. Might also know Atlanta, though, as something other than pillar of the community.
He might have bought my records.
He might.
TV Live.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, Dr. Winthrop.
Yeah.
And Atlanta looks eyebrow raised.
I'm gonna say quickly because Dr. Winthrop told me how he avoided the police. I said, Amadeus, we don't have time for this. Forgive me, officer, but my girl Rosie, she's very close. She's gonna give birth any moment, and I need Amadeus with me. Don't arrest him.
I think he's the father.
I think. All right. Okay. Make a manipulation roll with a bonus dice. Best roller. I'm assuming that's Amadeus, actually.
Probably yes. Yeah, because I don't have any mental conditions right now either.
Yeah, then it's
I've got loads of mental conditions, so it's probably you. But
You're
I
quite
can give
mental.
you, I believe,
yes, a
a
bonus
point
dice.
of help.
Oh, bonus die.
Definitely a bonus dice. With the whole, it's Rosie. She's going to give birth any second now.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
successes.
Ah,
Four
four.
successes.
4. Oh, look, oh my God, look, you guys hurry on. Hurry on. Sort of waves you forward. Hurry on.
Thank you.
Thank you, officer. I owe you a coffee.
Hope it goes well. Best wishes to
You owe me
Rosie.
some money for that fella's coffee.
Pass it on. Oh, yeah.
And you guys get to the last building. You arrive there, and you're in the basement getting the cylinder out. You hear some heavy footsteps coming in through the sort of entryway, which is kind of above the boiler room.
Mhm.
And you can hear a couple of heavy sets of footsteps kind of storming down the stairwell towards where the boiler room is.
You got any weapons?
No, but you have one, so you better draw it. Let's smash
Not
this
anymore, I
thing.
don't. Not with all those cops on the street, I don't.
Come on, let's smash this thing. Let's finish this
Is there
mission.
an improvised weapon I can find?
Probably coal
Well,
shovel.
you've got this kind of pottery cylinder. It probably weighs
Yeah,
about 3 kilos.
I was thinking like an iron bar.
Yes, I think so. I think you're in a boiler room. There are
Lead
tools.
piping.
There's wrenches. There's wrenches.
Wrenches. A wrench.
Yeah, like a big heavy duty, wrench.
Okay, I'm going to try. You know these basement stairs are kind of open stairs.
Yeah.
Very basic. I'm going to try and get behind the staircase while
So you can
Amadeus.
swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll still smash that cylinder with a coal shovel or whatever I find.
Okay, so yep, fair enough. You've got a coal shovel. You smash the cylinder.
So
You've
hang
got
on
this
to the
shovel
shovel.
in your hands. Yep. You see the door swing open and 2 guys wearing drivers' uniforms, caps, buttons, come storming down the stairs. If you want to, do you want to draw their attention or do you want to try and hide? And this is more a question for Amadeus than Anston, because you can see Anston's positioned himself under the stairs. What do you want to do?
Step out of sight, but is there a good place to hide down here?
Probably the only real place is actually try and hide behind the boiler itself.
Yeah, okay, I'll try to do that if it's not too hot. If it
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
boil
Make a stealth roll for me, please.
me. Uh-huh. Stealth.
I'm sure you're better than
first.
me.
Stealth, and one of them needs to go away. What do you click, the die or the number?
Underneath the die. Yeah, the die.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, no. You probably saw me.
Okay. You see one of them drawing a pistol, and he's looking directly at you where, because you were a big guy, I think we worked this out before, and you've tried to crouch down, but to be upfront, it's not happening. You see them storming down the stairs. One of them's pulling a gun out to sort of point it at you. The other guy is looking around desperately. You're hidden below the stairs. I'll give you a free swing, Atlanta, because they are indeed distracted by Amadeus hiding behind the
Trying to hide.
boiler, trying to hide.
Okay, I'm going to try and crack the guy with the pistol over the head with the lead pipe in the basement.
As Colonel Mustard. If you could, for me, make a close combat roll.
Close combat.
You get a
Only
bonus
4.
dice for the sort of
For getting the drop on him.
yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
Ah, yes.
All right. You step out from behind the stairs as he reaches the bottom of them, because you can't swing sort of through the stairs if this is the move you want to pull.
Yeah.
He's pulling the gun. He's clearly going to fire. He's not hesitating. This isn't a "here, what are you doing" kind of situation. You hit him with the lead pipe. doing 2 points of damage, and you've kind of caught him on the hop. Okay, so I'm going to run combat pretty basically. So Amadeus, what do you want to do?
Well, if they were pointing guns at me, I'll now take my coal shovel, run towards them, and say, "Run away while you still can."
Okay, so you charge across the space towards the two guys, one of them having pulled a pistol. You saw Atlanta step out from underneath the stairs and land a big hit on this guy.
If that guy is still staggered, I might just whack him again. Or did his weapon fall towards me?
He hasn't dropped the gun.
Okay, no, I'll whack him again so he can't shoot me.
Okay, and the other guy who's behind him is leaping across the open space, having drawn a flick knife or a knife of some description, is leaping at Atlanta at the same time.
Watch out, Atlanta.
Now, this guy gets a shot off at you because guns, but he is at a clear disadvantage now because he's taken a hit.
I only have physique 2.
He wildly shoots at you, but obviously his aim is disrupted by the heavy hit that he's taken from Atlanta, and the bullet, pangs off the side of the thing. You charge across the open space. Make a close combat roll with your shovel.
Do I get any gear bonus?
You get a bonus dice for the shovel.
Right, bonus die for the shovel.
You swing wildly at him, but actually you're not very good at this combat thing.
No.
This isn't really what you're doing. You're a big man, but not necessarily a particularly fit one.
I could get my scalpel out and operate on him. That might be more useful.
Atlanta, what are you doing? There's a guy springing towards you, but obviously the man with the gun is still a danger to Amadeus.
So the man with the gun is the point of my attack. I've hit him once. I think I would just hit him again.
Yeah. Okay, make another roll for me, please.
And I hit him again.
All right, so he goes down this time as the second blow smashes into the ground. However, at the same time, you've exposed yourself to the guy who was jumping at you from the stairwell with the knife. Clear that, sorry.
Of course, having had the shot, all the cops are going to come into the cellar.
You take a stab wound in the side, causing another physical condition.
My first physical condition, I think.
Oh, your first? Oh, that's right. You were mental conditions, man. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he stabbed you, but the second guy has gone down now. Amadeus, you see the second guy go down, but you see the light glinting of the blade as it stabs into Atlanta's side.
Oh dear. I did warn him. But yeah, I scream out and then attack the knife guy.
Okay, swing.
Get him.
+1 for shovel?
Yep. You swing wildly again. Atlanta, have a swing with your iron piece of bar. But don't forget to remove a dice for condition out.
Yeah. I'm going to move the dice. Oh, no. That's me just rolling another 6. Forgive me. I'm going to roll again. 5. No.
No.
3 5s.
But I'm going to go with a condition, because if I don't disarm this fella soon, then we're gone. So I'm towing myself up, but I am swinging back. Yes.
All right. You smash him with it. He, sort of staggers back, grunts, and then charges back in. However, he's looking injured this time.
I thought he was going to fall into the boiler.
No, and swings and misses this time. It looks like you've got him on the ropes, guys. He's obviously stumbling. He's struggling. Amadeus, do you want to have another swing with the coal shovel?
I'll have another swing with a shovel.
Come on, Amadeus. You can do it. You can take him.
You say that. I have a hit.
Yes.
See, I told you. With an almighty slam of this shovel onto this guy's head, he collapses to the ground. And you've... what do you want to do? We're sort of in post-conflict narrative now.
Get out of here, I think.
Well, Doc, I've got a wound in my side.
Yeah, I look at it.
Let's not leave a trail of blood.
Okay, yes. Here's a, I don't know, tear off a jacket or a driver's cap, actually the cap from one of the drivers, and say, push this on the wound, and then come on, we need to get upstairs or something. The shots will bring attention.
There was a gunshot.
Aaron got the full treatment. I get
You
it.
won't get it, but we need to move first.
Oh, although I'll take the other driver's cap and put it on.
Okay, all right. Yeah. You come out the front of the building and there's a single, quite nice looking sort of car parked out there idling.
With somebody in it?
No.
That's their car.
No.
Let's hop in.
Right, well, Doc, you get in the back seat, I'll get in the front. Oh,
I'm
And-
not sure you should be
I've got
driving
driving
like this.
skills.
Let me drive a few hundred yards around the corner, and then I'll look after you.
Okay, I'll put the cap on the dock.
So the $1 million question is, do you think Aaron gives up his mates?
Never.
Even Arnold?
Not unless obviously he gets tortured, but because then I don't know how the system works, but no, Aaron would basically go to the smoky for them. Well,
So
if he asked, see, he might be a little peed off. Was I angry or was I frightened? I was frightened, so no. No, he wouldn't. Even Arnold, he wouldn't give up Arnold either.
all right. So over the next few days, sorry if it's okay, we'll move into the sort of wrap-up narrative.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sounds good.
So over the next few days, various papers report various things about the, crime wave that hit Harlem over a sort of 24-hour period. There were multiple arson attacks, one at a closed theatre, another at a sort of deli / Jewish apartment block. There were at least 3, maybe more, gunfights. There's suggestions that the Italian mob and Queenie's gang have entered into a new stage of violence is probably the main narrative that would develop over time. In the burnt out building, in the burnt out theatre, 3 bodies were found. Yeah, so 3 bodies were found.
The 2 got away then.
And it's clear that one of them was possibly the arsonist, a man of African American descent, an ex-soldier who'd obviously, come back from the war more broken than was first apparent, an Arnold Tone, and 2 other individuals as yet unidentified were found in the fire.
So 3 got away then.
Aaron Worth is arrested and convicted of the crime of murder and arson and is hung as a result. Whose trial is conducted in a court with all-white jury and is rapidly found to be guilty of the crime. Amadeus and Atlanta disappear into the threadwork of Harlem and assumedly keep an eye for any continuation or reappearance of the sort of dream draining material. But you're not actually able to work out like who were the villains.
No.
Because at no point did you actually kind of really get their names.
No, we
Spinelli
didn't.
didn't
No.
give us any names, did he? No.
No.
No, we didn't get their names.
But assumedly you keep a watching brief to look out for similar signs. You don't see signs of it reappearing.
I'll speak to Queenie about it as well to say. But we need to buy the policeman a coffee as well.
Yeah. And you buy the policeman a coffee. And he asks how Rosie went. And that is the end of the adventure. Well done, guys. That was awesome. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It was an ending.
And Arnold, nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, he tried to do the one thing that maybe redeem him, but yeah, as much as he could.
Aaron would have definitely spoken extremely eloquently at his trial. Obviously, it would have made completely and utterly no difference. But shaming society and the white oppression of the black, basically, sort of type thing.
Yeah.
Not that it would have made any difference.
And
that was awesome, Thomas.
And that was it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Great journey, man.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. That was great.
Indeed. Was good.
And I just want to make a plug. Even if you don't own Call of Cthulhu, you need to own Harlem Unbound.
I own it. Not in print, though. Not in print. I only bought it online twice.
Me in PDF too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is great.
I don't know whether the first edition is still available, but if you're a fan of Trailer Cthulhu, then the first edition has Trailer Cthulhu stats as well as Call of Cthulhu stats.
And also, Darker Hue Studios are producing the new Haunted West.
The Haunted West, yes, indeed.
Which is a 600-page sort of West thing done by the same guy. So
Chris Bevy, yeah.
600 pages.
Yeah.
600 pages.
That's big.
It's not out in the UK yet, but it's due soon. It's out in the States, but the shipping is quite expensive from the States at the moment. But
And
it's out in the States. You can buy. Yeah.
And if you've seen Twitter, it has been advertised as a fully woke version of the Haunted
Yes,
West.
I have seen that.
And I endorse that advertisement very strongly. Right. Cool.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No worries. Shall we stop streaming? Have we stopped streaming?
Hang on. Let me just go bye-bye to anybody who's
Let's
watching.
say goodbye to our fans.
Bye.
Bye.
When I say
Bye.
fans, I mean anybody who watches.
Bruce.
Anyone who